Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I got asked an interesting question from Render, one of my viewers, and he said, hey, where would I start as a new collector? Comic books, So I thought, wow, that's a great question. Let's make a video. Now I can totally see why someone would think comic books are overwhelming. I mean, there's 60, 70 years or whatever of comic books. I mean, there's so many titles. You'll see the Amazing Spider-Man, you see the Web of Spider-Man, you see the Ultimate Spider-Man, you just see all types of crazy stuff. And new collectors who've been seeing these movies or interested collectors, they don't know where to start. So first off, I would say definitely do not buy comic books just yet. I would say get some graphic novels. This is called a graphic novel. So there's a whole bunch of Amazing Spider-Mans in here. These are the first Amazing Spider-Mans ever. This particular one has issues 1 through 10, which I got at Barnes & Nobles. You don't have to get at Barnes & Nobles. You can pretty much get that anywhere. Yeah, but I mean, this is great because it's like $10 or $15, and you get a huge collection of the very, very first Amazing Spider-Mans ever, okay? And you can learn, who is Amazing Spider-Man, and, who is Peter Parker, what has he done, how did he get to where he is now? Okay, so, you know about graphic novels. Now, definitely, I'm showing Amazing Spider-Man because I would suggest this Amazing Spider-Man to pretty much anybody. Now, this is called Kraven's Last Hunt. This is a little bit more expensive graphic novel, but if you're looking for an awesome read about Spider-Man and just looking for something really, really different than just the typical Peter Parker, oh, got him, and he's got teenage problems, Kraven's Last Hunt is a different level of reading. This next one is by far my favorite graphic novel, or really any series I've read within the last few years. It's called Saga. Saga is one of the best ever. I mean, man, I'm so passionate about Saga. Everybody I know loves Saga, except for like 2 people, but whatever, who cares about them? So to any new collector, any new person who's just interested in reading, I would suggest Saga. What it's about is Marco, this guy here, and Hazel, his little baby, and I can't think of the wife's name right now, but that's not important. One of them comes from a moon, one of them comes from a planet, and they hate each other. They're from the same moon and planet, but they hate each other. They're people are always at war with another. They actually end up having a baby. Now everybody's pissed at them and wants to kill them in the whole galaxy, universe, whatever you want to call it, and they're at war with each other, and it's just the best story. Now it's not a typical superhero comic book by any means. It's like a sci-fi thing, which I didn't know existed, which is why I suggest to people, if you're into sci-fi at all, or into space or aliens or blah 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 blah, Saga is by far the #1 thing I would recommend to any collector or any person interested in comic books. And again, graphic novels is how I would go about getting Saga. This is another one. They have 5 volumes right now. I mean, there's just so many compressed, and it'll save you a whole lot of money. Because you really need to understand, do you want to get involved in comic books? I hope you do, and maybe you really do. But, you don't want to spend a whole lot of money just in case you don't. So it's okay to spend $10 or $15 on 7 comic books combined than it is to spend $35 or whatever it would cost you normally. Next up is another graphic novel I suggest. It's called Descenders. And I haven't finished this, I'll say that. But so far, it's really, really cool. It's about this robot boy, and he's trying to go home, and he wakes up on this planet by himself, and I'm not trying to ruin it too much. The art is a little strange, so definitely look at it and see if you're interested in it, because I'm not a huge fan of the art. For me, it's more of the story, to be quite honest with you. But I do enjoy it a lot, and for me, story is more important than art. But, if you're looking for starting comic books at all, definitely graphic novels are where you would like to start. So next thing I would do, really determine what kind of avenue you're trying to go down. I mean, there's Marvel, which I've always been a Marvel fan, the Hulk, Cyclops, all the X-Men and Amazing Spider-Man and Thor. Are you into that, or are you into DC? DC, was never for me personally. The Batmans, the Supermans, I don't know, the Flash, that type of stuff, which I have over time starting to get into, but I was never into that when I was young. And then there's Image Comics, which is what I showed you with Saga, Descenders. They do The Walking Dead, that kind of stuff. And, it's like the indie company, but they're actually growing really fast. So you should really decide, what would you like to start off with? Do you want to go for that sci-fi? Do you want to go for that Batman Robin type of thing? Do you want to go for that Incredible Hulk type of thing? First decide, who do you like? Do you like Iron Man? Do you like Captain America? I mean, once you like that, go ahead and go to your local comic book store, or you can write in the comments below and say, hey man, this is who I'm interested in. I want to start on Captain America. Where should I start? And maybe I can help you. And obviously everybody has their own opinion, man. Some people are going to hate what I love. Some people are going to hate what you love. But do it for yourself, you know what I mean? Like what you like and buy what you want to buy. So that's it, folks. Anybody else have any other questions, just let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like my video, make sure to share, and check me out on my Twitch Instagram and Twitter. It helps me out so much, and I'm uploading every day. Take care, everybody. Peace!